Hello, you dear one. If you've been exhausted from being likable, smiling when you don't want to, agreeing when you don't mean it, staying polite while you're quietly bleeding inside, this deep talk is for you. Because being liked can become a prison, not the healthy desire to connect. I mean the survival level need. I must be liked to be safe. So you become carefully edited. You watch your tone. You watch your face. You watch your words. You watch your needs. You manage yourself like a brand. And if someone seems annoyed, distant, unimpressed, your nervous system panics. You replay the conversation. You search for what you did wrong. You try to fix it. But dear one, there is a moment in healing that changes everything. It's the moment you realize, I don't want to be liked at the cost of myself. So today we're talking about that moment, the moment you stop trying to be liked. Not because you don't care, but because you finally care about yourself too. 2. Why being liked feels like survival. For many people, people-pleasing didn't start as vanity. It started as protection. Maybe as a child you learned, if I'm easy, adults are calmer. If I behave, love stays. If I'm agreeable, I don't get punished. If I make people happy, I'm safe. So you became emotionally intelligent in a painful way. You learned to read micro signals. You learned to adjust yourself quickly, and that helped you survive. So don't shame yourself. You are adapting. But what protects you in childhood becomes a cage in adulthood, because adult life requires boundaries. Adult life requires honesty, and honesty sometimes means someone won't like it. 3. The hidden cost of being likable. When you build your life around being liked, you slowly lose your truth, your voice, your preferences, your boundaries, your time. You say yes when you want no. You laugh when you feel hurt. You forgive too fast. You tolerate disrespect politely. And people may love you for how nice you are, while you quietly feel invisible. Because you're not being loved as you are. You're being loved as you perform. That's why being liked can feel lonely, because you are not fully there. 4. The fear underneath. If I'm not liked, I'll be rejected. This fear is deep, and it's not irrational. Rejection hurts. Humans are wired for belonging. But here's the problem. When you try to avoid rejection at all costs, you reject yourself first. You abandon your own truth. You abandon your own needs. And you call it peace. But it's not peace. It's self-erasure. So the real question becomes, which rejection hurts more? Their rejection or your own? 5. The moment you stop trying to be liked. This moment usually arrives after exhaustion, after you've done everything right and still felt unseen, after you've been nice and still been disrespected, after you've overgiven and still felt alone, and something inside you says, I can't live like this anymore. You begin to choose truth over approval. You begin to choose clarity over comfort. You begin to choose yourself over performance. That's not selfish. That's liberation. 6. What changes when you stop trying to be liked? You become simpler, less edited, more direct. You stop laughing at jokes that hurt you. You stop answering messages just to be good. You stop explaining your boundaries like a courtroom. You stop being available to everyone. And yes, Some people won't like it, but that's the point, because the people who only liked your compliance were never safe, and the people who can love you with boundaries, those are the real ones. 7. Practical ways to practice not chasing approval. 1. Pause before saying yes. Say, "Let me think about it." This interrupts the reflex. 2. Speak in clean sentences. "I can't. I'm not available. That doesn't work for me." No long apology. 3. Let someone be disappointed. Disappointment is not danger, it's discomfort, and discomfort can be survived. 4. Don't rush to fix awkwardness. Sometimes silence is healthier than performance. 5. Practice being neutral, not extra sweet, not extra helpful, just normal. Neutral is freedom. 8. The peace you gain is worth the approval you lose. When you stop trying to be liked, you gain something more valuable. You gain yourself. You gain sleep. You gain energy. You gain dignity. You gain clarity about who is truly safe. And you stop living like your worth is public opinion. Because your worth is not a vote. Your worth is a fact. Ending. You were not born to be liked. You were born to be real. Dear one, you were not born to be liked by everyone. You were born to be real. Some people will misunderstand you. Some people will judge you. Some people will call you cold. Let them, because you're no longer negotiating your peace. So tonight, if you feel that old reflex to perform, breathe and whisper, "I release the need to be liked. I choose truth with softness. I belong to myself first." Take your time, my dear one. The right people won't require you to audition for love. They'll meet you where you are.